What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Bossing. In this episode, we are going to be checking out how to successfully and easily kill the demi-boss Skotizo. Before we get into the content of this video, I want to say thank you to my newest patron, Russell. It means a lot to me that you would steal your mom's credit card and spend her hard-earned money to support my channel. Just kidding, of course. Thank you. I appreciate your support a ton, man. It really means a lot to me. And also, if you like my content and you like seeing easy guides and other money-making methods, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on that little bell icon. It will let you know whenever I upload new content. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to talking about Skotizo. Skotizo is a demi-boss with a combat level of 321 and a hit points level of 450. His max hit is 38, he is aggressive, and his weakness is going to be the Arclight weapon, which is a specialized weapon that you can use against the demon race. Its attack styles are melee and magic, and I want to throw a little bit extra in here. His category is actually Black Demon or Greater Demon, so if you have either one of those as a Slayer task, you can use the Slayer helmet on Skotizo to get that plus 15% boost to attack and strength. As for Skotizo's more specific combat stats, he has an attack level of 240, strength level of 250, defense level of 200, magic level of 280. As for the defensive stats, plus 80 to stab, slash, and crush, plus 130 to magic, and plus 130 to range. Other bonuses, plus 160 to attack, so he is pretty accurate, and plus 31 to strength. Now, what we just talked about with his weakness being the Arclight, this is going to be the primary weapon that you want to use here, not only because it's effective against demons, but because its special attack will lower Skotizo's defense. Now, the way that you get the Arclight, if you do not know, is you will have to take a Dark Light, which you receive from a quest, and you will have to use Ancient Shards on the sword itself. The Ancient Shards will give it empowered abilities and turn it into an Arclight. The Ancient Shards, you have to have at least 3 to charge it, and for 3 of them you will get 1,000 charges, and the Arclight will hold a maximum of 10,000 charges, so that means you will need 30 Ancient Shards. One more great thing I want to add about the Arclight is the charges will only go down if you successfully hit what you're fighting. So this means if you hit a 0, you'll not consume a charge, unlike the Tentacle Whip. Only hits that register a 1 or more will consume a charge. So how do we get to Skotizo? Well, you're going to need an item first. You're going to need a Dark Totem to get to Skotizo, and the way that we acquire this is by killing creatures in the catacombs of Kourend. You don't have to be on a Slayer task to acquire Dark Totem pieces, but you will need a base, a middle, and a top to complete 1 Dark Totem. Dark Totem pieces have a specific drop rate. This drop rate is 1 in 500 minus the NPC's hit points level. So this being said, Brutal Black Dragons have the best chance to drop a Dark Totem piece based on their hit points level, but there are other things in the catacombs that you can kill very much faster and get more totem pieces in a shorter amount of time, this being bursting or barraging greater neckrails, or the mutated bloodvelds are a pretty AFK way to get Dark Totems. So once you have your completed Dark Totem, you're going to teleport to Kourend, investigate the monument right in front of you, and as soon as you get down, you will see a Dark Altar right in front of you. All you have to do is use your Dark Totem on this altar. You will be run through a couple of prompts, which will explain that this is an instance and you will lose your items if you die. Now, this particular instance does not have a chest where you can reclaim your items, so only take what you are willing to lose in here. Skotizo isn't that hard of a boss, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this easily without dying. And as usual, I do have some recommended stats for you guys. These stats aren't going to be too steep because Skotizo is an easy demi-boss to kill, so we won't have to have super high stats. First up, I'm going to recommend that you have an attack level of 75, which is the minimum needed to wield the Arclight. Following this, I'm going to recommend that you have a strength level of also 75. This will allow you to do some decent DPS. It's not going to be too extreme, but your kills might take a little bit longer, but I am positive that you can do it with 75 strength. As for a prayer level, I'm going to recommend that you have a prayer level of at least 43, and this is for the Protect from Melee prayer. You will also be able to use Ultimate Strength and Incredible Reflexes to boost your attack and strength. And I'm also going to recommend that you have a magic level of 70. Skotizo does use magic, and he will hit quite decently if you have a lower magic level. Magic defense is based on your magic level, so the higher the better. But for this, only 70 is needed. Moving right along into the gear setup, this is very cheap, and this is exactly what you're going to want to take if you're killing Skotizo for the first time. It's not a high risk, so if you do lose some items and you happen to die, it's not a big deal. I'm going to be going with the Helm of Nitznot, but if you are on a Black Demon or Greater Demon task, you will take a Slayer helmet. I'm going to be using a Fire Cape, an Amulet of Glory, a Rada's Blessing, the Arclight for my weapon, and the Dragon Defender as my offhand, Black Dragon Hide top and bottom, Barrow's Gloves, Dragon Boots, and a Warrior's Ring imbued. If you don't have the imbued version, a regular Warrior's Ring will work fine, or if you don't have either, you can replace it with an Explorer's Ring, which will give you an additional +1 prayer. Now, throughout time, after you get some Skotizo kills under your belt, you can swap out the Black Dragon Hide top and bottom for either Blessed Dragon Hide or Carol's top and bottom. The magic defense will help in taking less damage against Skotizo's magic abilities, which he does use somewhat frequently. And as for the inventory, very simple setup here. 1 super combat potion. You could also replace this with a super strength, attack, and defense if you don't want to spend all the money on a super combat potion. 3 prayer potions, but you may need more if you're lower stats, so consider that. I have 1 dark totem, which will get me into the instance, fill up the rest of my inventory with sharks, and leave 1 space open for some house teleports to get yourself out of the instance after you have killed Skotizo. Pretty simple. Alright, so it is about that time of the video where I am going to walk you guys through a kill clip, and I am going to explain everything I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. Alright, so I am here at the Dark Altar here, and I am ready to start the Skotizo kill, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Dark Totem. I'm going to go through this prompt here. Once again, you'll lose all of your items that are dropped if you die. I know I'm risking everything I have. Yes, I know they will be lost. So as soon as I get in, I'm going to go ahead and turn on Protect from Melee, Preserve, and Piety. Use my Super Combat Potion, and I'm going to start fighting Skotizo. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and dump both of my special attacks. Now in this part of the kill, what I like to do here is position myself in between 2 of these altars that are around the room. Eventually Skotizo is going to start throwing up these altars, and the more altars that are up, the less damage Skotizo is going to take. Now it will take entirely too much time to run around the room and kill all 4 every time that they come up. So what I like to do is just position myself right here in the middle and wait for these 2 to spawn. When they do spawn, I will go and take them out. So as you can see here in the top left of the screen, it tells you which altars are currently up. So this one there is going to be the southern, and this one here is coming up now. So I'm going to run over here, turn my Protect from Magic on while I'm away from him. I'm going to hit this altar, and if you are using the Arclight, you will be able to take it down with just 1 hit. When you get back close to Skotizo, turn your Protect from Melee back on. He is about a little less than half health, and he has spawn these reanimated demon spawns. We don't have to worry about these. They don't hit very high, they don't hit often, and it will take you a lot longer to finish Skotizo off if you try to kill them. So from there, this is it. Just pay attention to the altars that come up. Make sure you take them out when they come up so you can deal a little bit more damage and kill Skotizo a little bit faster. Alright, and that is a Skotizo kill. Very easy, very simple to do, not many mechanics. And a clue scroll, ancient shards, and a rune plate skirt. And just to point it out, that's my 69th Skotizo kill. Still don't have the pet. RNG is not my friend here. Alright everybody, that is going to wrap up this guide to Skotizo. I hope that it can point you in the right direction and get you going and using your dark totems and hopefully getting you closer to that dark claw or that pet drop. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. They really help the video's popularity. And once again, don't forget to subscribe. I will see y'all on the next video. Take it easy everybody.